Hello, welcome all of you. Please listen to an interview on India's growing steps in space. Expert is Dr. Vinod Kumar. Interviewer is Miss Roselind, Mathew.
23rd August is being observed as National Space Day. To commemorate this event, Akashvani brings to you recordings with the scientists working at ISRO. Today I have with me in the studios of Akashvani, Bengaluru, Dr. Vinod Kumar, Director, Promotion Directorate, Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you, madam. I appreciate that.
Dr. Vinod Kumar is here to showcase to us India's growing steps in space. So when we say India's growing steps in space, what is the first thing that you would like to share with us?
First thing that comes to my mind is that in 1962, the journey was started and we landed on the moon where no other nation has gone. With a humble beginning in 1962 to establishing all the infrastructure necessary for the country and to landing on the moon and going to Mars. These are the biggest achievements in the world.
You're with ISRO. Tell us the objectives of ISRO.
Yeah, you're very right. I worked for ISRO for 25 years around. After that, presently, I am working for Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center as a Director, Promotion Directorate. As you know, ISRO, it started in 1962 with the formation of National Committee for Space Research under the leadership of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. After that, within 1 year, we could launch sounding rocket, and within 5 years indigenous sounding rocket was launched on 20th of November 1967, and first satellite Aryabhata was launched in April 1975. If you see the journey after that, we have a fleet of launch vehicles, be it with a polar satellite launch vehicle, geostationary satellite launch vehicle, LVM-3, the heaviest launcher in the world. We have gone to the moon. We have landed on the moon south pole where no other country could land. ISRO has gone to the L1 point to observe the sun, Aditya L1 mission. You see, India has developed capacity in launching, satellite manufacturing, space application. We have a outreach and developed the technologies for benefit of common man. Potential fishing zone identification is the very novel technique which takes a fisherman to the fishing catch zone directly. That is all possible with space technology. Today, space technology can be used for agriculture sector, disaster management, the precise prediction of weather prediction and forecasting of the weather has saved millions of lives in the country. Example, when there is a cyclone comes to land on the place, precisely tell that this time it will land, be it at the Visakhapatnam, be it at Odisha, and save lives there. Anywhere in the country, space technology can be used in each sector. We are in navigation. We have our dedicated Navik, the Desi GPS, where you can get the precise position with the help of the satellite. This is being promoted further in use in the mobile phones. You name the sector. Soil health care development is very unique initiative where with the space technology you can carry out water stress, crop insurance, crop monitoring and urban rejuvenation. They are the sum of areas the capability of country is available. ISRO has done a very nice job in developing technologies, capabilities for the nation.
Can we talk about reusable launch vehicle? I mean, it's a total deviation from what you were talking about.
Reusable launch vehicle is the need of the hour because you know that the requirement is to launch more and more satellite. And the material and technologies are used if they can be reused, means it can go to the orbit, launch the satellite and come back. So these are the kind of technologies which ISRO is already developing and shortly it will be done. In addition to that, ISRO is also being given mandated by the government to land on the moon by 2040. Bharatiya Antariksha Station is being commissioned by 2035. That is the mandate given by the government of India. So you see that we have a past having a very fruitful and innovative technology developed for the nation, and we have a roadmap for future up to Amritkal. The motion is set and space is going to touch every human being's life.
So tell us about India's preparation for Gyaan.
Gyaan is the very prestigious mission which is developed by ISRO. The further details of this will be shared by the ISRO chairman and his team over the time. But yes, it is on that track. We have seen the successful recovery of one particular portion of the Gaganyaan. So those life-saving measures, because you need a vehicle that is safe, where it will carry human. So human rating of the vehicles is being done. The various experiments and trials are being done. The timings and all this will be announced by the ISRO from time to time. But rest assured, it is on time and it will be there. You must have seen that our astronaut is already going to a space station with the help of US. You must have read that news. It's a very inspiring to note that after 1975, Rakesh Sharma going to space, now we are going to space station. These are kind of steps which government has taken.
So what about private sector participation in the space missions?
Excellent question, madam. I really appreciate that. Now, as I have told in my previous talk, is that ISRO has developed all the technologies and capabilities in the space sector in each vertical. In June 2020, Government of India, under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, has taken a very bold step to open the space for participation by private sector. I'll tell you, prior to 2020, private sector was working in space sector, but they were working as a vendor to ISRO. It was ISRO who can only carry out end-to-end activity. Means launch vehicle only ISRO can make, satellite ISRO can make. But now the policy shift happened in 2020, wherein each Indian citizen can launch their launch vehicle, can manufacture their satellite, they can do anything in space under the sun in a space sector. It was open. Not only it was opening of the space sector, but they formed Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. The work of InSpace is to authorize, to promote, to enable and supervise private companies. What all we are doing for them? Space is a business, it's a deep technology business and deep pocket business, deep money you need. But what Government of India has brought out through this space sector reform is that private companies through InSpace can apply to use the facilities of ISRO.
So here, can you talk about, promoting entrepreneurship?
Yes, very good question. In addition to this, various other things are being promoted by InSpace. We have brought out one very nice program, Pre-Incubation Entrepreneurship Development Program, wherein we are taking the noble ideas from the final year student and above academia and private startups. Give us your idea, we will evaluate it. After evaluation, we will pay you 2 lakh rupee to refine your proposal, innovate. We will give you the mentor. Then after, if your proposal is selected, we will give you 10 lakh rupees. We will make you to register a company and pay you 10 lakh rupees. And then in 9 months, you have to do the proof of concept demonstration. So these are the steps to build up. After proof of concept, you are eligible for seed fund scheme. And further, the journey becomes with the registration of company, and we are hand holding. If you are a bright, you are eligible for seed fund scheme up to 1 crore. Then further, you must have heard 1,000 crore VC fund is also announced by government. If you are a company, you can take technology of ISRO. You can absorb technology from ISRO. We have a pool of expert where we pay their salary, and they are available for consultation of private company. You can establish a company or facility in ISRO premises if you have a company registered in India. So there are plethora of opportunities for private sector, Indian citizens to work in the space sector.
So have people been coming forward to avail of those opportunities?
I'll tell you, it is tremendous response. In 2014, we have a one space company. Now you do the number, 240 around companies are registered in the space sector. In 2016, we have $6 million investment in private sector. Today, we have last year $138 million. So $6 million to $138 million. And this is without opening of foreign direct investment. FDI policy came in 2024 February, which is very lucrative. In subsystem manufacturing, any foreigner can invest up to 100% and start working. In launch vehicle, up to 49% autonomous route. After that, it's administrative rules. In satellite manufacturing, it is 74%. You see, government wants investment Government is connecting them to the investors. Government is giving them to use the space ISRO facilities. They can establish their facilities there. Government has pool of expert available to the private companies. What else you need? So you have a full, and we know pool of experts are available. They are working and guiding the youngsters who has the capability to take risks, and they are working. I can say around 12 plus companies are doing very good, and I am sure that many more will come.
Can you shed some light on international cooperation in our space mission?
Yeah, international cooperation is very important thing. ISRO has been doing the international cooperation. Through that, we have also got benefited in technology development and cooperation. We have also launched 432 satellites of foreign countries. That itself shows that yes, we are very serious. We made a world record by launching 104 plus satellite at one go. As far as in space is concerned, we have come out with a very novel concept of conducting virtual space day or in-person space days with various countries. We have completed 6 space days where we connected private companies of that country with Indian private companies. We are leading the delegation of private companies to other countries to connect them together, to sign MOUs, to have understanding in various fields. Over 42 countries have already connected us post-space sector reform. We were operationalized in 2022, hardly 2 years. 100 plus connections we have already made. And there is a more and more demand. They are asking us, please give us opportunity to have a space day so that their companies, their investors can get connected with the Indian startups and ecosystem. World want to be a part of the Indian space ecosystem, which is growing at a very fast pace.
So India is a young country. So what is the employment generation opportunities for the youth of our country?
Yeah, see, it is a tremendous opportunity, I will say. The government of India is committed to take this forward. If you see the 235 companies are already registered. When I talk to the startups, they have a pool. One company was established around 2018 time frame or 19 time frame, having 200 plus employees. Another company is saying, I have a requirement of around 80. I have recruited 24. Means these all private companies, on an average, if you see 20 people they take, this is a huge number. And they are all expertised in that. Then it will multiply. So these numbers will grow certainly. Then there are the subsystem manufacturers for them. There also employment opportunities are there. We are starting the space technological education, space tech education to be adopted by various academic institutions, universities, IITs. They have come forward to adopt them. I am very happy to say that 14 universities and institutions are working with us to adopt space tech education. Some of the pioneers are IIT Roorkee has started MTech in space tech education, PhD. All seats are full there. IIT Madras and Bombay started introduction to space technology. The seats were overfilled. 60 class, there were 93 registration. So enthusiasm of youth is big in space technology. Opportunities are also enormous. And the kind of ideas which come from young generation is really going to take space to the next stage.
Sir, can you say a few words about Sunita Williams in space? What is her future and how best can we help the situation?
See, this is not at all a worry because space is known for cooperation. She has gone. The fault can happen in space machines. There is a machine. But there should be zero defect. Space needs total quality. This is achieved. There can be problem with one vehicle. Now another company has been given the task. In 8 months they will come back. Sunita Williams is safe and she will be coming shortly. Time frame will be told by this thing, but yes, and she is at the safest place in space station because it has been working for decades and it is the safe place and she is enjoying, as you can see, some videos which are sent by him. So no worry at all.
Thank you so much, sir. With us in the studios of Akashvani, Bengaluru is Dr. Vinod Kumar, Director, Promotion Directorate, Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. We thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable and informative insights in India's growing steps in space. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for the opportunity.
You were listening to an interview on India's growing steps in space. Expert was Dr. Vinod Kumar. Interviewer was Miss Roselind Mathew. Contributed by Akashvani, Bengaluru. Read by Priyanka Kumari and presented by Dilip Jha. This broadcast came to you from Indraprastha channel of Akashvani, Delhi.